Good morning, yogis. If you couldn't join me this weekend for the live stream class, that is okay. There will be another one in 2 weeks, and I thought that I would film a variation of that class for you to do on demand. So today it is power. It's a little bit shortened, so it's not a full-length class. It's I guess we'll call it a mini power class today. So all you need is your mat and yourself and your sense of power. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to begin actually in child's pose. So find your way to your knees, sitting up on your shins, your big toes touch. And then crawling down with the hands reaching super long here, dropping the head, settling in, and just getting ready for whatever's about to happen here. So be open to the possibility. Yeah, you may not get all of the shapes, you may not get all of it just right the first time through. But the more times you do it, the more you practice, the closer you'll get. Taking a nice big in-breath, look towards the hands. We're going to come forward, finding your way to your plank shape. So rock forward, step the feet out, keep them wide to begin with, and walk your hands underneath right underneath your chest. Bring your thumb and your index finger to touch and create that little heart there. Spread your fingers nice and wide. And let's begin with a little bit of core work here. So pressing the heels back, zip up the belly. Place the shoulders right over the wrists and look down between your hands. So you're on your toes here. Nice, we're going to be here for a few seconds. So zip everything up and then see what you can soften here. You don't need your jaw, so go ahead and soften that. You can soften your gaze. You can soften your impression of what's about to happen. Go ahead, press up and back. Find your way to your downward facing dog. First one of the day, so just walk your feet in a little bit, pedal them out. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. Look up towards the hands and take as many steps as it takes. Come all the way up behind the hands and just dangle over the feet. So let the head be super heavy. Grab opposite elbows, bend the knees, lift the tailbone, nod the head yes, shake the head no. Take a nice inhale here, find a half lift. Plant the hands right underneath the shoulders. Let's go ahead and walk back. Find your way back to that plank. This time, the big toes touch, and we're stacking shoulders right over wrists again. Zip up the belly. We're not going to be here for quite as long, although don't let that fool you. See if you can turn your elbows forward and bend slightly into the crook of the elbows, so to release a little bit of the strain in the arm. And then from here, we're going to drop the right knee and lift the left arm up. So finding your way to a nice gate shape. Maybe lift that left foot. Beautiful. Bring both hands down. Find your way back to that plank. We'll take 3 breaths right here. It's all about pushing a little bit past where you thought was your limit. Let's go the other way. Left knee comes down, right arm comes up, float that right leg. Beautiful. Both hands and feet come down, step back. Hang on. This is going to be our longest one. So build this pose from the ground up. Heels are over your toes. Your wrists are right underneath your elbows, which are right underneath your shoulders, but the work isn't only in the arms, it's in the upper back. Zip the belly in. Push the tailbone back. Nice. Just when you think you can't do it anymore, hang on for 2 more breaths. This time we're going to walk back towards the feet. Find your next in-breath and reach all the way up and back. Tailbone reaches towards the sky, head drops, heels push towards the mat. That feels good. Let's walk the hands back. Find your way to the back of your mat. Heel toe your feet together, and let's make a little ball here. So come up onto the toes, round yourself over the legs, and drop the head. Going to introduce the shapes to you today, and then when we come to them again, we'll go through them a little bit quicker. Fingertips come to the mat. We're going to lift the tailbone as we drop the heels, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, sit down into this shape. Find your way into your chair pose. Reach the arms long. Sit back, sit down. Look down, make sure you can see your toes, and then stand all the way up. Nice big back bend here. And then as you exhale, fold down right over the legs and sweep the arms to the mat. You can even let them come up behind you. We're gonna need this. And then inhale with power, press up, little back bend, and then fold and melt. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold and melt. Inhale all the way up. 2 more, and fold. Last one, and hold at the bottom, hands interlace, reach your knuckles for the sky, and drop the head towards the ground. Look at your knees. Be thankful you have knees. How weird would that be? Let's go ahead and release the hands, and we're going to walk back out, find your way to your plank shape. I promise we're not staying here for too long. One more time, we're just going to swivel over towards the right and reach the left arm up, little side plank. Left arm comes down, swivel towards the left, right arm up. Both hands down, downward facing dog. All right, here we go. Let's get moving. Right leg reaches up. Open the hip, bend the knee, flex the foot. You know where you are in your 3-legged dog, so just play with it. Just play with it, test your hips, your heels, your calves, your shoulders, see what's going on with you today. Bring this right knee up to the left elbow. Tap the left elbow. So find your way into this plank, the knee is at the elbow, up and open. 2 more times, just like that, knee to elbow. Inhale up, and then knee to elbow. This time, kick that right foot out to the left and open up the left arm. Come onto the flat or the bottom of your left foot. Fallen star or fallen triangle. Bring that left hand down. Spin onto the toe of that left foot, and then heel toe that right leg further over towards the left. Drop the hips until you feel that stretch in the IT band, and lift your heart. Go ahead and inhale all the way up and open, 3-legged dog. Heel presses towards the mat. Now you can hang out here. This is as far as you need to go. Or if you want a little bit more, just go ahead and drop that right toe behind you. And then the right arm comes up and over. Wild thing. Back into your downward facing dog. Speaking of dogs, they're having fun today. All right, left leg. We're gonna do the same exact thing. Left leg reaches, right heel presses down, open the hip, bend the knee, flex the foot. Knee comes behind the elbow. So twist, turn, and then inhale, up and open. Nice. Twist, turn, inhale, up and open. Last time, this time we're finding that fallen star up. So you step that left foot out, reach the right arm up. Right hand comes down, come onto the the toes of the back foot, and then lower the hips down. Walk that left foot as far to the right as you can. It's a nice stretch. Good. Use your hands. Nice out breath. Inhale, up, open, your choice, wild thing or not. Open up. Hey, Miss Maggie. Both hands come down. Find your way back to your downward facing dog. Bring your shins to the mat. Sit back on your heels. Sitting up nice and tall here. Let's work out the wrists, give them a break. So just taking some wrist circles here. Interlace the fingers, push them away, drop the head, find a cat shape. Inhale, lift up, open up the heart, maybe look up towards the sun. Beautiful. And then wrap the hands around behind you, interlace, and open the shoulders here. Should feel nice. Beautiful. Just go ahead and shake it out. Anything that feels good, anything that feels like you need it, right back to it. Downward facing dog. Here we go. Heels pressed towards the mat. Even if they don't go there, you're heading that way. Right leg reaches up and open. Not quite as much time in this first part of this shape. Right knee, left elbow, fallen star. All the way up. So you want to lift that left arm up and then bring it down and then sweep all the way up and into your wild thing. Now from here, let's turn this wild thing into a side plank of Vashisthas. So the right arm reaches, you're stepping the right foot on top or the top foot on top of the bottom. Nice. Float that top foot. Reach the right arm or the top arm as far forward as you can. Bring the knee in towards the chest and then swivel and step that foot down. Back knee comes down, reach all the way up. Inhale, lift. Good. Now from here, this could be enough. You can hang out right here. If you want a little bit more, float that back knee, find your way into that crescent. Hands come to heart center. Turn, look over your right shoulder and hook the elbow. Look up. We're going to windmill into a warrior two from here. So unhook the elbow, swivel, and then open. So take your time coming into this warrior two, find your shape. Might have to manipulate the feet a little bit and then sink down. Relax. Flip the palm, reverse. Reach the right arm up. Look down at the back foot. And then windmill both hands down either side of that front foot. And for the sake of keeping things simple, we're just going to reach this right leg back into a three-legged dog and open the hip. Nice. Place that right foot down. Let's try that left side. You know where we're going, kind of. We're still building it. Left leg reaches, elbow to knee, fallen star. Open up. Work to wild thing, right hand down, sweep up and open and flip. This becomes a side plank. Left arm reaches, stack top foot on bottom, left foot on top of right. Left leg lifts, pull the knee in. We're moving super slow here, and then swivel, place that knee down. Now if you need to adjust, like I'm creeping off my mat, if you need to adjust, go ahead and take the time to do that. Reach all the way up, look up. Hang out here if you like. Hands come to heart center. Lift that back knee. Turn, hook, twist. Beautiful. Right into that warrior two. Open and sink into it. Nice. Flip the palm, reverse. And then windmill back all the way into your three-legged dog. Stretch it out. Place both feet on the mat. All right, we're going to go through one more time. Here we go. Right leg reaches up and open. Right knee comes across. Fallen star. Reach up. Into your wild thing. Flip and whoop, upside down. Side plank, right arm reaches, right leg stacks. Reach forward. Bring that right knee in as you swivel right into your crescent. All the way up. Good. Left arm goes forward, right arm goes back. Revolved crescent. Pull the legs together, so like they're scissors, zip them together. Nice, windmill all the way open, and then into your warrior two. Sink low. Nice, flip the palm. Here we go, little reverse. Right hand is coming to the mat in front of your right foot for a half moon. You can float that back leg or you can step it in. Good. First time on this shape we're going to be here. We're gonna hold. So maybe the bottom fingers float off the mat. Maybe you bring them to your shin. On your next in-breath, we're going to find our way to a warrior three. So just like we did when we were on the mat, we're just going to fold so that the shoulders are square. Nice, here we are in our warrior three. Left hand comes down to the mat, right arm reaches up, little revolve. Oop, if you fall out of it, it's okay. Everybody does. This one's not easy. Bend the right knee, step back with that left foot, and we're back in that revolve. Lift the left hand up, or that front arm up, and look over the back shoulder. Maybe wrap the arm around, take a little bind here. Both hands come down either side of that front foot, step back, shake it out, do whatever you need to here, and then find your way back to that downward facing dog. All right, left side, here we go. Open up, three-legged dog. Well, let's find that fallen star. Bring that knee up towards your chest. Tap your right elbow and step it out to the side. Lift up. Right hand comes down, coming to wild thing. Up and over. If you don't like all this flipping or it's making you dizzy, you can skip it. Side plank. Here we go. We're stepping forward. You're bringing that top foot. Bend the knee, bring it in, and then step. So see it in your mind's eye before you get there. Reach all the way up into that crescent. Push that bottom leg out. Let's find that revolve. Right hand forward, left hand back. We're going to end up here again. Beautiful. Windmill all the way open into your warrior two. So listen to my voice. Don't worry about watching. I promise I'll not leave you hanging. Flip the palm, reverse. Find your way into that half moon, floating. One side is probably way more easy than the other. Nice, right hand reaches. Maybe the left hand floats off the mat. Think about being against a wall and your shoulders and your hips will be pressing against that wall. We have 2 more breaths here. Nice, see if you can smile. Beautiful, let's square off the shoulders. Find your way to that warrior three, arms out by your side. Nice, and then right arm down, left arm up. Keep that right foot lifted. Bend into that left knee, step back, back into that revolved crescent. There you go. Nice. We're gonna windmill both hands down, either side of that front foot. And then sweep that left leg up and open. Both feet down. All right, I think we have time. We're going to go through that one more time, and we're going to add on at the end. Nice big stretch. Right leg reaches. Open the hip, bend the knee. Let's find that fallen star. Step through, reach up. Should be feeling quite powerful now. Let's find that wild thing. Up and over. Beautiful. Let's find our way into that crescent all the way up at the top. Right arm back, left arm forward. So you're revolved, you're twisted. Windmill open into the warrior two. When you come to an in-breath, reverse. Half moon, float that back foot. You can kick off. And then right into the revolved half moon. So left hand comes down, right arm reaches up. Nice. Zip up the belly, pull the inseams together so the insides of your legs zip together, and then find your way to that revolved crescent one more time. Both hands come down either side of that front foot. Find your way into that three-legged dog just to shake it out. And now the juicy stretch we've all been waiting for, coming into your pigeon so that right foot comes forward, right next to the right wrist. Square off your hips, and then melt down over your pigeon shape, coming to either forearms. I'm going to stay up high just because you can't hear me if I fold too far. You can stack your hands and put your forehead on your fists. We're going to be here for a moment. Actually, we're going to be here for about a minute. So make sure you're not sliding too far over towards the right. Relax your shoulders. If you're draping all the way down on the floor, make sure you're still very active in the pose and not dumping into it. It's not a break. It's actually a yin shape. Yin shapes are very active. You're focusing on where you need to hold muscle tension and where you need to let go. So holding in the right glute, left quad to prop yourself up. Letting go in your shoulders, no tension. Holding, pulling belly in to keep the pelvic bowl aligned. Letting go in the jaw. Go ahead and walk your hands back underneath the shoulders. The dog settle down. Curl the toes under, and let's find your way back to your three-legged dog just so that you can shake it out. If you don't like to shake it out in three-legged dog, you can bring both feet down and just pedal out your dog. Whatever feels super good here. And then walk your feet to the mat in your down dog. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. Look between your knees, make sure that you're not hyperextending those knees. Let's take it to the other side. So big toes come to touch, left leg fallen star. Open the hip, bend the knee, flex the foot, and then in your out breath, sweep it across, plant the foot with intention and open up. So this is our last time through. We're moving very purposeful, wild thing. Stepping left foot forward, float that knee, or float that foot, pull that knee in, plant it down, revolved crescent. Nice. Windmill open, warrior two. So lift up out of it, and then when you come to your out breath, settle down. Flip the palm. Inhale into that reverse. Exhale into your half moon. Use the power of the breath to move you through from shape to shape. Find your revolved half moon. Right hand down, left hand up. Bend the knee. Find your way into that revolve crescent. Windmill both hands down either side of that front foot. Sweep that left leg up and open. Shake it out. And then right into our pigeon on the left side. So take your time getting into the shape. At this point in your practice, you probably know where your pigeon feels good. If you're not sure, I have some really great hip opening classes that really works into this shape. You can always revisit those. Nodding your head yes, shaking your head no. Settling in for the long haul, which in this case is a minute. through the motions again. So starting with building your shape, then seeing where you can let go, seeing places where you can lean into it also. So sometimes after we work a little bit hard, we might be tempted to kind of fake it for the last quarter of the class. Don't fake it. You got this. We're almost there. Go ahead and walk your hands back up. Sweep that left leg up and back. Shake it out. Place both feet on the mat. Walk out your dog here. Pedaling the feet, pushing the heels down, and then finding your way to your shins. So coming down, sitting up on your shins, and we're going to do a few stretches. If you have the time and the desire, you can certainly, after the end of this, you can find yourself into a shavasana or a nice twist. But for the sake of keeping this short, you know how to do that. You don't need me for that. So we're going to take the right arm and slide the left arm underneath, crisscross, and hook the fingers on the thumb here. So creating this nice twisty arm shape. So instead of, like we usually do, manipulating the elbows and working through, bring your awareness to your shoulder blades. Let your arms be heavy on your chest. Drop your head. Separate between the shoulder blades. Good. Remember, okay, so take a look. Right arm is on top, left arm is on the bottom. Unhook the hands, reach around behind you, interlace the fingers. Remember which thumb is on top here. It's going to matter in a minute. Nice. Let's find that eagle on the other side. So right arm is on the bottom this time. Left arm is on top. Again, let the elbows just rest. Drop your head. So for me, I feel this right at the base where my neck meets my shoulders, right above the shoulder blades. And you can kind of manipulate this a little bit until you find that nice juicy stretch. And then go ahead and unwind, bring the hands around behind you, and the opposite thumb comes on top this time as you interlace your fingers. Open the heart and lift. Good, letting all that go. Thank you so much for joining me for this mini power class today. Have a fabulous rest of your week. Namaste, yogis.